All right. Oh, that's not good. Doesn't look like anybody's here yet. I'm not even sure if this is visible. Hopefully it's visible. Hopefully you guys can see me on YouTube and Facebook. I don't know. Sorry if anybody is watching to be the guinea pig, but yeah, before this gets started, I'm gonna try to just see if I can see both of these things on YouTube and or Facebook and see what's going on here. I'm using a new system, a new like app. Oh, there's 9 people. That happened fast. Thank you guys for clicking on. So, you hear me fine? Thank you, brother. Fat Dad Barbecue. Man, that's such a great name. that's a great. That's a great name. Um, yeah, so I'm just trying to see. This is my first time doing YouTube and Facebook. I'm not really cooking, so I apologize if you want to click off immediately. I understand. No hard feelings because um, I'm just kind of trying to get the live stream down. I'd like to stream on both Facebook and YouTube. There's a lot of moving parts when I'm cooking, and I'm trying to do this. And I have my computer up as well, so because it's easier to like control it from the computer. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm just going to go over some accessories, assuming this all works and that everything's going okay. I'm on Facebook. Yeah, it looks like I'm live. All right, awesome. If you're on Facebook watching, I don't know. I don't have a lot of people on Facebook that follow me. Hit me up with a comment. I'd appreciate it. If you're on YouTube, also hit me up with a comment. I'd appreciate that as well. What's up, Jeremy? Just made the hibachi recipe. Is awesome, brother. That is awesome. Thank you, Erica. Good evening. Hey, Robert. Hi, Sandy. Louisiana. There we go. Sorry, the computer's to the side, so that's why I keep looking at. I can add that in. Feel free to let me know if stuff looks weird. So here's the view. You guys can see the sun's terrible in the background. So my laptop's to my left, and so I can turn and like look at the laptop. But I thought it would be cool, like, I don't know, to figure out how to hook 2 cameras up. They have like a small and a big one, like that, and maybe have like the bigger one on the food, and then like this little guy on the side on my face. If I got 2 cameras, maybe my wife will let me borrow her phone or something, and try to get that looking better. But the computer doesn't look terrible either, to be honest with you. Well, the sun looks bad. Let's see from over here. That looks any better than the phone. Same? What do you guys think? Same? Watch on Facebook. Thanks, Jeff. Hey, Bobby from Florida. Hey, what's cooking, old guy? Nothing, unfortunately. Sorry. Nothing's really cooking. We're doing a little test. So hopefully everybody, it sounds like everybody can hear and everybody can see. Thank you all for stopping in. I apologize. Like I said already, I'm just going to go over some accessories just because I figured that'd be a lot less stressful than trying to cook and go live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. And I didn't charge my phone, so I have like 30% battery. So we'll see. And the sun's going down. So all in all, this was a bad idea probably, but I figure the kind of person like, just go ahead and try. Like, just, don't sit around and wait for it. Just go ahead and try and let's figure this out. And I think this would be really cool to be able to stream on YouTube and Facebook and possibly get this like 2-camera thing where I can talk to the camera and then show the food as well. Kind of a lot of moving parts for one person, but I thought it'd be cool to figure out. So boom, we'll take off the computer and now it's just back to one. And so yeah, so far it looks like I'm doing okay. I like watching your stuff. I'm on Facebook. When you pop up, I watch, but I just bought a used Blackstone. Oh, awesome, Steve. Congrats on the used Blackstone. Have to clean it up tomorrow and get, yeah, good, man. Once you clean it up, should be great, ready to go. Just picked up a few gems today at a garage sale. Oh, garage sale. That sounds like a good, exciting Saturday. Akron. Hey, Jeff. How's it going? Yes, I am drinking because it is Saturday. So if you're drinking, let me know in the comments what you're drinking as well. I'm drinking Columbus Brewing Company. They don't pay me to say that, but God, I wish they would one day. So I have one for you, Dennis. Thanks, man. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping in and being kind of guinea pigs on this Facebook, YouTube test dual screen thing. And hopefully everybody can still hear me because I got the one muted and the other one. Somebody just let me know in the comments that you hear me fine. Captain and Coke, Jeremy, that's what I'm talking about. There we go. All right, so let's see. Dang, somebody's going by real. So I live in the city too. I don't know if you guys know that. Like I'm like down in like a little part of Columbus, just like it's not a suburb. It's like a small city, small little part of the city called Grandview, and so I'm right by like a really busy intersection. So I apologize if it gets loud. Ross is gonna grab another beer and wine. Thank you. Wild turkey. Whoa, Jeff's getting after it tonight. Is there an infrared thermometer you recommend? Which ones are online are good? All right, John. So I have the Camp Chef one. That was what I was going to go over first. I don't have a link to it in the description because it's all Amazon stuff that I've linked in there. You can get it from Camp Chef's website. I haven't had any problems with this. Also, at my work, we just have one we got off of Amazon. I haven't had any problems either. People have told me Harbor Freight has great prices on them, Tractor Supply. I mean, 35, I wouldn't go over 35 bucks, man. There's some of them that are like 80 or whatever. I think those are for people that work in like HVAC and like need that high end stuff. I mean, for 30 bucks, as long as you're not like spiking it on the ground, you should be able to get it. Good one. The one I recommend in my videos, the Amazon one I have at work. I haven't had any problems with it. Lots of people bought it. This one I got from Camp Chef specifically, but it's just got their name on the side. I mean, so you can get it from their website, or I got links. There should be links in the comments to all this stuff. Here you find cell phone is best. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate that. Hard apple cider. Oh, nice. 24-inch used Blackstone. Man, there's a lot of people use. Okay, so before we get into accessories, if anybody doesn't have a griddle out there, I do want to go over this. There's used ones all the time because they get a little bit of rust and people are just like, oh, it's broken. Let me get rid of it. And like, it's not broken. It's not like you just need to get a pumice stone and sand that thing down. Or if you really want to get crazy, you can get a wire wheel and electric drill and you strip that thing down back to the cold roll steel and season it like it's brand new. So that's my first PSA of the night is if you jump on Facebook Marketplace or whatever and you find a used Blackstone because they have rust on it, get it. It's fine. Or if you walk into Lowe's and they got a Blackstone out there that they have left outside, or Walmart and there's rust on it, just go up to them and be like, man, there's rust on that. I'll give you 50% of the sticker price. And I guarantee you they'll get it because they have no idea. They'll be like, oh, okay, we got to get rid of it anyway. So I guarantee you they'll get it. What are we drinking tonight? Ordered today, $16. I think maybe a little loud, but just fine. Normal phone mic. Okay, hopefully I'm not talking too loud. Awesome. So anyways, I'm going to try to read the comments while I go too. 2-burner electric Blackstone, half price used. Nice. Got mine from Harbor Freight. Works fine. So Jeremy got his. I knew some people said that Harbor Freight is where they got these from. So that's awesome. So, okay. So we'll keep going through. I got all sorts of stuff listed down here. I got some stuff back there, including my beer. And then I got my tote full of crap or whatever that I keep in the basement. So my wife doesn't get mad at me because I have so much stuff. So let's go in order, I guess, what's sitting up here. Squirt bottles, I'm not going to spend too much time on that. You need squirt bottles. Also, if anybody has any opinions on anything in the comments, please feel free to let people know what you like, what you don't like. There's links to pretty much all of these in the comments. They are affiliate links. I get a kickback. I'm not going to like try to lie to you about it. It doesn't cost you anymore, but they give me like 2%, you know. So if you buy squirt bottles for like 12 bucks, I think I might get like 30 cents or something. But just being honest up front about what the links are for. Got your Blackstone for Christmas. That's cool, Raymond. Congratulations. Got your in a garage sale with no rust for 100 bucks. Awesome, Steve. Rust all over for 250. It'll be 102 days. Yeah, it will be. It will absolutely, Jeremy. So, all right, let's keep going. Watching on Facebook. Thanks, Robert. I got your small wire rack. Okay, yeah, let's do the rack then. That's a good point. Let's go over the racks first because that is probably my favorite. All right. One of my favorite accessories. There's the 2 big racks. I wish you guys could see how much junk I have in here. It's just It's almost embarrassing. It's like a sad trip down memory lane of all the stuff that I bought. And I just keep telling my wife, I'm like, it's for the YouTube channel. I need this. Trust me, I need this. So, hold on. I'm going to have to put the mic down. The rack's actually on the griddle behind me. Let me get the small one. I must over squeeze. They always leak around the rim. Yeah, that happens on mine too, depending on what the bottles are. Sometimes if you get cheaper bottles, which I do always buy the cheap bottles because I'm cheap, that'll happen. I know there's some Blackstone specific bottles that'll probably won't do that. Whoever said that, I'm sorry. The comments are moving too fast. Any opinion on the Halo? I mean, it's everywhere right now. A couple of people, I saw Neil, the Flat Top King, doing a review. I saw Gallery Backyard Barbecue doing a review. I mean, so it's going to be everywhere. It's the new thing on the market. I don't do a lot of griddle reviews because, I mean, one, I already got 3, and I don't think my wife's going to let me get any more. 2, I don't know. I'm happy with the ones I have. I don't think they're the best griddles. I don't know what the best griddles are, but I don't, it's not that I don't care. It's just, I don't know. I don't have the time to go through. I don't know how many people are going to buy, but I know people do want to know, like, if it's good or not. But yeah, that's just kind of not my bag of like doing reviews on the griddles. I did the review of mine, and then I kind of made the decision that I wasn't just going to buy a bunch and do reviews. Yeah, that being said, for reviews, Neil, the Flat Top King, does tons of them, and I trust every word he says. So that's another reason I don't really want to compete with him because he does such a good job. I feel like I'm so far behind, it's not even worth it. Because, and not that we're ever competing, I love everybody at Griddles, but yeah, I trust everything Neil says, the Flat Top King. I've watched pretty much most all of his videos when they come out, just like probably a lot of you guys do, and he is extremely honest, and yeah, that's where I would go for reviews on Griddles, because I trust pretty much, and he does get them all and review them all. So, but he has a deck, he doesn't live in a 900 square foot condo. Anyways, I'm just complaining now. So yeah, what was I going to say? Racks, back to where it was at. Hold on. Let's stay hydrated here. We might run out of sunlight, but we'll see how this goes. All right, so racks. So as we go through our accessories, this round rack came with this Cuisinart round dome. It fits on it, but the dome doesn't go all the way over it, as you can see. So it doesn't work for like biscuits or cinnamon rolls if you've ever seen me or anybody else do that. So it's kind of like frustrated. It's like, well, I mean, the whole reason I have a rack and a dome is to like put it over top and do cinnamon rolls or biscuits. And it's big, so I don't like it. It takes up too much space even on my 4-burner. This is what I used initially. This is just a normal cookie rack. It's in some of my earlier videos, but again, this took up like almost half the griddle. So I went away from that as well. And like someone already said, the small rack is where I ended up at, and I really like the small rack. And they're cheap, and you can buy 2 of them for like 30 bucks. And then you can put 2 of them on there if you need the space. If you don't, you could do 1 of them, or you could do none. Also, I can get about 6 biscuits on here, and the dome fits right over it. You see my hands down in there, and I can do biscuits or cinnamon rolls. Am I doing biscuits and cinnamon rolls all the time? No, I'm probably doing them in the oven if we're being honest. But it is good to know for camping, or it's a fun little like party trick or something to show people. But it's just nice to know that you can do this. And the small wire rack is where it's at. Hey, Matthew, how's it going? And it takes up 2 minutes. Yeah, so put some screws in your fence and hang your stuff on it. It's a funny thing, that's not my fence. That's the neighbor's fence for the other condo or apartment complex behind it. It's not really a condo. I call it a condo. I don't think anybody cares. It's a shared wall. They sold off 4 units and a brick unit individually. I own one of them, but it's a shared wall. It's like owning part of a duplex. So it's not like a condo association and stuff. That's just the easiest way to explain it, that I don't live in an apartment and I actually own the place, but it's essentially an apartment is what it is. So yeah, and that's not my fence there. So hopefully it doesn't go up in flames one day from the griddle. Anyways, we'll keep on moving. I have a question for you. When making stir fry, you're about to add the sauce. What temp do you make sure to have it at so the sauce doesn't burn? I would do it all the way at the end, Matthew. I mean, there's no need to get the sauce hot. So like if you're doing sesame oil, which I do at the end, and then sauce, I mean that by that point I would do it to where you've cut all the burners off. Everything's cooked, the meat's cooked, the veggies are cooked. You did it in the order, and then you're putting the sauce on at the end. I mean, it's going to get hot. It's on the griddle and it's on the rice, but you're not cooking it. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So I hope that answers your question. Temp for veggies. I mean, by that point, I'm doing them after the rice and after the meat. Hopefully the griddle's still around 375 to 400. I wouldn't go too much higher than that if we're still talking about stir fry. No, have I tried the milk in the fridge yet? No, no. I know what you're talking. Which video you're talking about, though. Yeah. So the for stir fry. Sorry, I just want to answer the question. That's what I would do. Also, in stir fry situation, your rice is just going to keep cooking. So always use your rice as a barrier to keep stuff warm. So if you feel like the vegetables are doing too fast, put them on the rice. If you feel like the meat's getting overcooked, put them on the rice. You're probably not going to burn your rice. It's just going to get more fried in the oil. So kind of use your rice, like push it to a corner and like use that rice as your way to get stuff off the griddle. So love the channel. Thanks, Fishing with Vance. Dome. So this is a dome. Pretty self-explanatory. Melting cheese, doing omelets, popcorn, cinnamon rolls, biscuits. What else can you do with a dome? Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, but it's more than one use. Popcorn is really fun if you've never done popcorn, and you can do kettle corn too. I get Orville Redenbacher. I follow the instructions on the back of the box. That's how it works. That's how I do popcorn on the griddle, except for, you add the oil to the griddle, add the popcorn, put the dome on, and just keep moving around like Jiffy Pop. Remember the old Jiffy Pop? And you'll hear it popping, and until it stops popping, you're done doing popcorn. So dome is next. Have you ever smoked meat, then use that to cook on the griddle? Would it still taste smoky? Yeah, it would, Devin. I have not done it here. I've done it at work. I actually work for a place that sells grills and Big Green Eggs. That's where I got the Big Green Egg from. Yeah, you can smoke stuff and then sear it on the griddle or cook it later. Once you smoke something, it's going to keep that smoke flavor in it and then go on the griddle. I tried the Uncle Ben's rice. It was okay. Might have to try the rice the day before and put it in the fridge. Yeah, do it the day before. Do jasmine. That's my 2 comments on that, Matthew, for sure. Not bad for first live chat, 75. Thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate it. Thanks, Poopy Pants. How about some charcoal vids? I can. I'm not good on that yet. I mean, I work and I cook on the Big Green Egg, but I don't know what I'm talking about. That's why I get hesitant on it, like I do with the griddle. Not that I know what I'm talking about, but I at least have some experience in restaurants more working with the griddle. So, but eventually, how often do I use my egg, Bruno? Once a week. I use it at work all the time because that's, like I said, we're a platinum Big Green Egg dealer in Columbus, Ohio. So I use it at work all the time. Okay, so Stakeway. So if you guys are just joining me, thank you so much. Can't believe there's 82 people here. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you're on Facebook or YouTube. I'm just trying to let me know if you can't hear anything. I'm trying to do an experiment and see if I can broadcast on both. I purchased this app or whatever, and I'm not the most tech savvy. You may have noticed from the videos, but so I just want to give it a try. So I appreciate everybody stopping by on a Saturday night and hanging out with me while I'm just going to go over some accessories because I at least wanted to make it kind of useful. Stakeway. This one has ribbed edges or whatever in there, so you can get a flat one, smash burger weight, steak weight. I left this one outside. It's got fuzzies on it, so this is a must in my book. You can do smash burgers with your 2 spatulas, but this is the best way to do it. Use for bacon. I also use it for potatoes. If you watch my videos, I use it for all sorts of potatoes, whether it's hash browns, home fries, diced up wedge potatoes, the tater tots. If you haven't seen me do the tater tot potatoes at breakfast, do those. They're so easy. You just get frozen tater tots, set them out for an hour, and put them on the griddle and smash them down and let them cook like hash browns. So, but yeah, steak weight, you can do sandwiches, paninis. This is really a must-have griddle item, so I would recommend that. YouTube, thank you. You're welcome. I'm not trying to do a bad news. Bears baseball. Taking them back since the sun traveling. Sorry, I'm trying to read the comments. They're going too fast now. That weight is half the size of your griddle. Yeah. So what else do I have in here? Oh, we'll go next to, I went thermometer, Stakeway. Oh, taco holder. This is just fun because tacos are fun. It can hold your tacos. It can sit on the griddle. Keeps them up there so they don't keep cooking, but it keeps them warm. I left mine outside. It's a little dirty. Please don't judge me. I need to wash it again because I didn't take it in after I shot one of the videos with it. But yeah, this is cool. Taco holder, Blackstone. What is the best hash browns to cook? Honestly, I'm on the tater tot thing right now. I think that's the best one. And they're not really hash browns. After that, I always liked in the restaurants. The frozen ones I get all the time because I'm lazy and they're there. And everybody's grocery store doesn't have them, all the other ones. But the fresh ones are good. People love them. I do like them. They cook easier and faster. The dehydrated ones in a box that you add hot water to are my favorite hash browns from working in restaurants. Super easy. You got to get boiling hot water. You put it in the box. You let them rehydrate and they just cooked up fast and golden brown, and they were so good. So those are my favorite ones. Can you and have you preheated the weight and use it to sear on both sides? I've tried, Devin. You can. I mean, it's still cast iron. This one is. So it takes a while to get hot because you're heating the griddle, then heating the weight. And you can try to get the sear on both sides. It's not like a perfect sear. You're not getting the same sear that you're getting on the other side of the griddle. Very best smash burger. Oh, thanks, David. I'm glad you like it. Drinking wild turkey. You're the second person drinking wild turkey. Matthew uses the box. Okay, so Matthew likes the box ones. Kroger pre-cooked hash browns was awesome. Oh, thanks, Christopher. So yeah. So, oh, the tacos with beef, Matthew. Yeah, try those for sure. I call it birria. It's not really birria. That is a poor man's birria at best. It's not an authentic birria, but it's kind of like what I was getting close to. So we'll go on next to Pancake Dispensers. This one, and I just got this metal one here. So I got them both in the description. This one I've been using for a while. It's really nice. I enjoy it. It's fun. Makes easy pancakes. It did just crack on the side here, but it still works. So it still works on the inside. But it did crack right there. But it took about a year. I probably used it at least over a dozen times. And it was also dirt cheap. So I just got the metal one. I've used this once for a video that's coming out. So far, I really liked it. I really liked it. It's metal. You can see the inside here. You just kind of pull that little knob and that lets it go. And it has this little holder, which I thought was super cool. You can put on the griddle or on the side of the griddle. And I got like 2 of them for 30 bucks. So, I mean, there's some springs in here that look sketchy, like they're for $30 thing you bought off Amazon. I don't know what quality I'm expecting. But yeah, I haven't had this one long enough, but so far I like it. I don't think it's going to break like that one unless the spring goes. The spring's where it's going to go at if anything goes. But I got 2 of them, so I feel like I'm going to at least get more time out of it. And I just like having the pancake dispenser. How many days a week do I griddle? 1 to 2. Depending on the time of the year. It gets pretty cold in Ohio, and I still have a full-time job, and we have a 2-year-old. My wife has a full-time job. My wife's a veterinarian. So we got a lot on our plates, not as much as I want. That's why I don't put out as many videos as everybody else does. Eventually I will once I get there. Thank you guys. 100 people are watching. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys spending Saturday with me. So yeah, not as much as I would like. I will get there. Also, not that anybody cares, but behind the scenes, I'll do multiple things. Like I'll cook on tomorrow or something, and I'll cook like 4 things and then stretch it out into different videos. But sometimes I do. I just wake up like Memorial Day weekend. I just make breakfast for the family, and I just record that. So I like to do it more. We'll get there, but my son's still young, and there's a lot of taking him around, and a lot of time I'd rather be spending time, honestly. I mean, I love doing YouTube. I'd rather be spending time as much time as I can with my family until maybe one day I go full time or something. Especially while he's young, he's just a blast. I don't want to look back and think, oh man, I spent too much time making smash burgers and not spending enough time with my son. So I do stuff like now after he's gone to bed and stuff. So Gorilla Glue, yeah, that would work. Let's see what's next on the list here. Oh, this is my Bob Ross wig. This sits in here. I got this. This is if you guys saw the Bob Ross video. So Yeah, I bought this off Amazon. If you guys, it's not linked up, but this is what it is. How often do I use the green egg, Randall? About weekly, but I work at a green egg shop, so we use it almost every day there. So very lucky, very lucky. I have a great job. Keep on going. Sorry, I'm trying to answer questions, but not get off topic. Um, Tongs, you need tongs. The only thing, you probably have some. You don't need to buy these tongs. They are what they are. Just get whatever tongs you want. Just make sure they're long. Longer the better. Make sure they're metal. Make sure they're not plastic. They'll melt. It's nice. These have wood on the outside to help them from getting hot. If you have all metal tongs, they'll get really hot. And then the other thing on these, okay, open and closed. So yeah, I like that. There's a lot of them that don't do that. That way they just store up nicer that way. And when you can open and close them. Okay, let's see where we're at. Christopher, did the dog pee on it? Maybe, but I might have washed it. So don't worry about that. Because I might have plans to use it in another video. So I know maybe the dog peed on it, maybe it didn't. Okay, the dog definitely peed on it. He's old though, he's 15, it's not his fault. I shouldn't have left it out, but I just washed it. All right, where are we going next? Spatula. Work at a green egg lunch must be great. Lunch is pretty good. I'm very lucky. I'm very blessed. Doing way better than I deserve to be working at that shop and to have 100 people watching me ramble on at night. So spatulas, long one with the holes in it, perforated. This is good for ground beef. Anything that's going to have a lot of grease, lift it up, leave the grease, lift up the beef. This is a long, thin one. These are nice just to have to be long. And then the other one, man, I think it's in the dishwasher right now. Darn it. It has the beveled edge. I've said it in a lot of videos. It has the beveled edge. I really, really like it to get under smash burgers, anything that's stuck on the griddle. It's not quite as long. Sometimes it's easier to get under eggs. You can get under there because it's got that angled beveled edge. So they're all good. I mean, you really only need one. You don't have to buy 6 or 7 spatulas like me. But the beveled edge one probably is the best because if you're going to do smash burgers, that's where it's at. Hang your tongs on the fence too. Okay. I never knew Bob Evans was a restaurant. Oh yeah, man, in the Midwest, it's a restaurant. They had like 500 locations. I don't know how many they have now. Okay, so next, I just got this. I used it in a video. It came with 2 of them as well. I don't know. I think the other one's somewhere inside. This is supposed to be for like coffee. It's like a pour over, but I used it for syrup, to put syrup on the griddle, and it worked out great. Now the syrup did start bubbling because the griddle was hot, even though it was in the corner, so I had to lift it up and put it on the wire rack. But it was just super, super nice to have like warm syrup with the pancakes when they were done and stuff. So that was kind of cool. Necessary? I don't know. You could always buy that short, fat bottle of syrup and pop it in the microwave. So this isn't necessary. I mean, you don't have to have a million accessories like I do, but it is. It was cool. It was nice to have warm syrup. So I'm not going to tell you that that's necessary. I don't have a link for these down there. I should. These are gloves, just for high temp gloves. I really use these more for the egg than the griddle because stuff gets real hot on that egg when you're trying to pull it on and off and get over there and you have an open flame. You can use it on the griddle. Stuff gets hot, or for the lid if you need to move the lid or something. But they're nice. More of a grilling item than a griddling item, but nice. A cover. I'm behind me. I'm not. If you don't have, let's lift this bad boy out. See the cover on my griddle, and there's the egg, the 2-burner Blackstone. If you don't got a cover on your griddle, you need to get one, a hard cover. It's just going to save you so much headache from rust and reseasoning and all that stuff. It really is. Hey guy, how's it going? Good to see you again. Love the small racks. That's cool, Scott. Gotta go. But love your videos, man. Thanks, buddy. Andrew Weeks. Kind of like Marie Counter. I only knew of the frozen dinners, but it's a store well not in the Midwest thing. Thank you. Oh, Tab. Thank you, Tab. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate everything you bring to the channel. I've learned a lot from watching you. Thank you so much, Tab. That's very, very generous of you to give me a super chat. You didn't have to do that. I really appreciate that. It's very kind of you. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to answer all the questions as I go to. What's next in here? Oh, this isn't necessary. This is a keg that you can stick into a watermelon, so you can put booze in it, or I guess you can put juice in it. This is not a griddle accessory. I just really think this is cool, and I put it in one of the videos, so I thought I'd throw it out there. All right, what do we got next here? Speaking of rust, this is the pumice stone that you can get. I have a video all about using a pumice stone to remove the rust, or to even out your griddle if you have uneven seasoning after a long time of using it. So this is, these are great. They're cheap. They're on Amazon. I'm pretty sure I put the link down there. If not, just go there and put pumice stone griddle, or griddle cleaning kit. And yeah, they're not every time. They're going to really be taking up a layer of oil. So you kind of should do them. Put the water down, do it, get your griddle hot, oil, scrub it with this stone, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off, and then you know, squirt some water down, get all that oil, that dirty oil off, and you actually probably removing the top like 2 layers of seasoning. Then you want to put another layer of oil down and burn it off. Okay, so that's going to smooth it out, get rid of some rust. If that still doesn't get it perfect or whatever, then you can sand it with a wire wheel and whatnot. When am I going to start the diet? It's not coming soon, to be honest with you. So Lowe's wasn't sure it would destroy this. I mean, it will, and like that's what it is, Andrew. If you have uneven seasoning, I mean, it is. It's gonna be taking off layers of seasoning, which is fine. You can just season it again, but you don't have to do it if everything's cooking okay and doesn't look bad. Sometimes it's a cosmetic thing. Sometimes it's just, you know, you got a couple rust spots you want to get up. So if you don't have to do it, it's getting dark. Can everybody still see me out here? Oh, it looks fine. I think it looks bright enough. Hopefully you guys can see me. It looks dark on the cell phone, but it doesn't look too bad here. With all the endorsements I give Kroger's, they should be supporting you. I wish Kroger. I might be a little too small for Kroger's radar, but man, I wish they would. They're based out of Cincinnati. Can you just help an Ohio boy out, for gosh sakes, man? Jesus, they support the Buckeyes. Why don't they support me? This is ridiculous. Maybe it's because I don't bring in billions of dollars a year. Don't throw the football far. If I was back in high school, I could throw a football over the mountains over there. I'm just throwing that out there, you know. Egg rings. Still see you. Thank you, guy. So the egg rings here, I mean, they're from Cuisinart. You got the big guy, medium, and then the 2 little guys for eggs. This one could be a small omelet or pancakes. This one could be a big omelet or a big pancake. I really like these for 15 bucks. I mean, they're not nearly as good as restaurants, but those I know for a fact were like $80 a piece for omelet rings. So, I mean, this is a good alternative to doing omelets. And you don't have to have them. You can do a diner-style omelet. I got videos of doing diner-style omelets, but this kind of keeps it kind of controlled. Some of it might squirt out, and that's okay. Just let it cook, scrape it up, and put it in there. You can put your dome over top of it, and then that will help to cook the eggs before you flip them. You can do perfect pancakes. There's no need to do that, but this is just another toy to have. And these guys are fun for perfect little round eggs. Again, not necessary. I'm not going to tell you guys you have to buy things you don't need. You don't need any of this stuff other than a thermometer, a spatula. You probably already got tongs. You probably already got. And then after that, if I said you had to have something, I would say it might be the small rack. It's either the small rack or the press. Those are the things that I think you have to have. You can, without the press, you can still use a spatula. So it might be the small rack, because I think for control and heat management and getting stuff off when your timing wasn't perfect. I mean, it never is for me. And just to have that luxury, be like, okay, this has got to come off the griddle. I think it's a small rack. Oh, you found a 6-inch silicone omelet. Good for you, guy. Texas toast is the perfect French toast. Yeah, thank you, Andrew. Texas toast also. I wanted to sponsor by them, and they haven't reached out to me at all. I don't know if it's the Texas people or the toast people, but still very upset. Still very upset. Yeah, you have to have a beer. Bird, how's it going? Smash burgers were great tonight. Awesome, good, man. I'm glad you guys had great smash burgers. It sounds like an awesome time. I'm almost running out. Do I have anything else in here? What am I missing? Oh, shoot. Hey-oh. This is a grill light I got. It's pretty cool. I don't cook in the dark as much anymore, even though it's getting dark now. I can see. Hopefully, everybody can still kind of see me. It looks like you're doing good. This thing's nice. I use this probably more on the egg because I did a pork butt through the night the other night, like 12, 14 hours. And it's nice to attach this thing to it to come out. But I also have a light on my back porch that I can turn on when I come outside, which I might have to turn that on now. What else is in here? There he is. Dough scraper. I like this. Some people don't like it because you get too close to the griddle, but I like it to chop up some meat. If you got a bunch of ground beef, ground pork, something like that, this will chop it up, or chicken or something. Feels like you can go like right through it, like also, the other thing is I like to clean. I feel like I have more control cleaning, and I can get under stuff. Oh shoot, looks like my computer's getting ready to die. Well, guys, I think that might be about it because my computer's going to die, and I don't think I'm going to be able to reach all the way out here. What do I got on the phone? 20%? Trying to think where the nearest outlet is. Give me like 5 seconds. I'm going to see if I can get this computer plugged in so we don't get kicked off. Man, okay, so my internet went out. Shoot. I'm so sorry. I'm sure a bunch of people left. I don't know if you're still. I'm sorry. I had to try to come back because I didn't know if people could. My computer's completely. I got the computer plugged in, and now the internet's gone. Great. Yeah, back now. Okay. I don't know if people can still see me. I don't know if it was still going because I was inside. here for you. Thank you. So I just wanted to come back and apologize, which is why I did it this way rather than cooking, because I would be a hot mess right now of all pissed off that I've made this food and that the internet went out. So this is part of the learning experience. Maybe I will have to put the old phone on service and keep the computer on the internet so there's not too much going on. It might have been too much, but it seems like I'm back. Yeah, you're talking about the flat top king saying it gets real hot. Yeah. Unfiltered, not knowing if people are still here. Yeah, I don't know if people are still here. I can't tell because the computer's down. I can see it says 80, 89. So I assume people are still here, but it's hard to tell if there's like a delay or where everything's at. So I apologize, but I pretty much went through all the accessories. I'm trying to think if there's anything else laying down here that I got. I don't think there is. Hopefully everybody can still hear me. I see still here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I apologize. I guess now, so I've gone through all the accessories. I'm trying to think if there's anything I don't have out here that I wanted to go. The big scraper, the long scraper. Oh, that's laying on the ground back there. I guess I can go over that real quick. 1 second. Oh, my buddy just texted he's still here. Thank you. Thank you for watching. You can still see me. Is pizza on the flat top worth it? I don't think so. I haven't made anything that good. I did a pizza video and I wasn't impressed by any of the 3 pizzas I made. So no, I don't think so, to be honest with you. Had to make another. I did grab another beer. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was in there long because I was grabbing a second beer. So I do apologize. I'm not gonna pretend I wasn't in there getting another beer just in case, because I thought I'd come back out and I didn't know I'd be kicked off the internet. The laptop still can't get back together. I don't know what's going on here. So sorry. Anyways, no one cares about my internet. The long scraper is nice. It keeps your hand away from the griddle when you're cleaning. I like the control of the dough scraper better, but a lot of people have asked about this one. They really want this one because it's further away and you can kind of lean into it. So both of them work. I like the small one, probably because my knuckles don't have any hair on them anyways from working in restaurants, so I don't care if my hand's closer. So, but yeah, this one's nice if that's your bag. And finally, I got the Griddle Buddy, which I have not been using. The mat, the orange mat, I kind of took it aside, and that's because I was lazy. That's my fault. But also, it worked. It didn't like do anything bad. It worked. It covered your griddle, but I also had the hard cover, so I wasn't sure what it was doing that the hard cover wasn't already doing. So I don't know. And then also you could just use a piece of parchment paper, or some people use foil if you want to do that. The main thing I heard was like animal droppings. So if like a mouse gets up under there between your hard cover, and you know, maybe you have more problems with mice than I do, that might be a good reason to get it. Other than that, I don't know. I can't justify the money. I'm not going to tell you guys to buy that for 80 bucks. But some people bought it. They said, hey, I bought it from your video. I really like it. I've enjoyed it. So maybe you do. I don't know if it's worth $80. I don't know if I would have bought one or tell somebody to buy one if I didn't have a YouTube channel and Facebook, because I'm on Facebook now, about cooking on the griddle. So that's my honest review of the Griddle Buddy. And if you just got a griddle that's between a hard cover or this, get a hard cover. Like, don't even mess. That's not even a real question. Get a hard cover. So yeah, let's see what I can see. Johnny a drink and an old, what does that say? Forester here. Ooh, nice. Oh, I said old fashioned. Korean street food shots. Any thoughts on those griddle tools? I haven't seen the Korean street food shorts, I don't believe. Yeah, send me some. Maybe post a link in here. I don't know if you can do that. I mean, I think it's with the eggs, like with the weird egg toast sandwiches. Is that the one you're talking about? They have like the square tools. Those would work. But a lot of these tools, and I mean, some of these ones too. I mean, look, I got more than you need. You don't need all these tools. This is, came in late. Have you plugged your online book yet? No, I have not plugged the book yet. I do have a book, ebook in the comments. Thank you. Get a hardcover. Amen, Kenny. So if cheers, Luca. A lot of the accessories for like maybe the Korean street food and for this, you know, just being honest, that's for like mass production. You know, like in restaurants, like you don't need an omelet ring for home, you know, because it doesn't have to be perfect. You're not making 100 omelets, so you can spread it out on your griddle. But that doesn't mean they're not fun. So you get them. Like I said, my top 5 are the thermometer, the spatula, tongs, squirt bottles, and a wire rack, a small wire rack are probably my top 5. Throw in the weight in there somewhere. I don't count the lid. That's not an accessory. They should all come with lids. Sorry, that's my soapbox speech. They're coming around since I bought mine. You pretty much can't get one now pretty much without a lid, like especially the higher end ones. Like you see that Halo and the Traeger came out with one, and they all got lids, and they should all have lids. They don't sell you a grill without a lid. They shouldn't sell you a griddle without a lid. I don't know why that was happening for so long. Anyways, that's my soapbox. I'm getting off on that. That's not an accessory. That's like a necessity for taking care of your stuff. So I think an essential hardcover keeps the raccoons off, the griddle licking the griddle, as well as the possums. I don't have either one of those in the city, but yeah, good question. What spices do I think are essential? Oh, okay. Sorry, it's moving too fast now that I'm on I can't see as many comments on the phone as I could. Spices, salt, pepper, garlic, some sort of SPG. I like Cosmos SPG. I use everything bagel seasoning on a lot of breakfast stuff. I put it on eggs. I put it on potatoes. I also like smoked paprika on potatoes. Or if you find a seasoning that is like smoked chipotle, smoked paprika, that's what they're going to have in it. Anything that says smoked is a seasoning. Those are good on potatoes as well. But you want to find a good salt, pepper, garlic. I like, or some sort of all-purpose seasoning. I like Cosmos. There's a lot of different ones out there. And then I really do like everything bagel seasoning. When it comes to other common griddle items, I like a lot of salt. Like cheesesteaks, I just like salt, pepper. I don't like to go crazy on that. Omelets, eggs, same thing. Smash burgers. I'm again, I like salt and pepper. You can do, if I'm doing a big thick burger, I like steakhouse seasoning. Anybody that's got a steakhouse seasoning, Montreal, Canadian steak seasoning, whatever. We got a big green egg one at my work. They're all the same. That's what I use on big cuts of burgers and stuff. I'll use that on a steak as well, or just use salt and pepper, of course, salt and pepper on a steak. But yeah, other than that, I don't go too crazy with the griddle stuff. I mean, because there's not, you know, I like the everything bagel seasoning. The potatoes are where I really go crazy. I'll put the smoke on there, a little bit of cayenne on there, garlic powder or fresh garlic into the potatoes. That's always a good call. And an all-purpose seasoning or a seasoned salt on potatoes. On the egg, that's where you're gonna get tons of spices. I mean, when you're smoking, that's when I use tons of different spices for stuff like that. So hopefully that answers the question. Sorry. Sorry. Have splatter problems when doing things like bacon? Do I have splatter problems? We're down to 15% on the phone, so probably around 10% off to wrap things up, guys. Do I have splatter problems? Not really. I mean, that's the beauty of having a griddle outside. I also keep it on low the entire time I'm doing bacon. I do bacon pretty low, so it doesn't pop and it helps keep it flat. When I worked in retirement communities for a long, long time, we did bacon in the morning. I actually did it around 325. I didn't do it high, and that was in the oven, but still at low, and I just kept flipping it, and that's how we got it perfectly flat, and that's the way the old people liked it, and crisp. So, yeah, I mean, there's always going to be some grease. You're dealing with a lot of grease, but that's the beauty of a griddle is it's outside. Seasoned salt on taters. Yes, sir, Dale. That's all. At Bob Evans, it was like the fake buttery oil, which is whirl, and seasoned salt. That's all the potatoes. That's what they used. That was it. Nothing else. And that's all you need, man. Country Babs is a good all-purpose. I'll look for that, Kenny. I actually don't know that. We have a lot of seasonings at work, but I don't know that one. Thank you to everybody that hung around. I'll try to answer any more questions if you have them. I think I went through all the accessories. It's getting pretty dark out here. There's ants crawling on my computer. Let me know if you guys have any more questions. What does your wife think of you having this channel? That's a great question. She probably thought I was crazy at first, but I also like needed an outlet. I mean, she's very supportive. I love her to death, and I wouldn't have the channel if it wasn't for her because she does watches our son and helps me clean up everything and get the food ready. And I mean, I don't know. I couldn't do this without her, without her support. So I really, really appreciate it. And that's why I married her. I'm a very lucky man. But yeah, the more it grew, the more she liked it. But also she understood, like when we met and stuff, I did stand-up comedy for 6 years, like 6-7 nights a week as a hobby. I did it for fun. I enjoyed it. I did it after work. I really loved the creative outlet. And when COVID hit, I needed a creative outlet, and I started doing YouTube. I did like skits and stuff, and they weren't funny. And then I bought a griddle because I worked in food. It was like, oh, maybe I'll do videos on this, and that's how the channel was born. I also love diner food. I've loved it growing up my entire life. Some of my best memories of my father growing up are us going to the diner together after golf or something. So I've always had a fond place for diner food, and then I worked at Bob Evans. So yeah, but she knew, I mean, that I just needed the creative outlet, and I love doing it now. I love helping people. I mean, honestly, I did it selfishly at first. I'm not going to pretend like, you know, like I didn't. People are like, oh, I just want to help teach people and save the world. It's like, nah, I did it because, I mean, I'm a ham. I want to be on camera, and I was doing comedy, and I wanted a creative outlet to express myself. And then the more I've done it, the more I've also really enjoyed when I found like people like, I was like, oh, I actually know a little bit. And when people say, oh, I made this from your video, my family loved it, that really, it legit makes my day. So, and I get money from it. I'm not gonna act like I don't get money, like Amazon links and stuff. So it's truly been a blessing to my family. And yeah, my wife's super supportive. I need to see your Type 5 ASAP. I probably got it somewhere. I know I have it. It's not tight anymore, and it's like whatever I did 7 years ago. So it is not my best 5, Murray, but I got it somewhere. I'll try to send it to you. I'm sorry, I can't see all the comments. Doing a layered omelet biscuit sandwich bread. That sounds good. That's awesome. Pivot, but next time there's a live, you should talk about the stand-up comedy. That sounds like a wild journey. I can do that. Yeah, for sure. I plan on doing more lives. That's why I tested this out. Where can we see some of your comedy? I have it on this channel. So it was on this channel, and I changed the name. I don't know. It's older. And I was single at the time. So some of the jokes and stuff are weird. It's about that. So, I mean, I could make them public again. I could. I just don't. Yeah, I haven't. There's only like 2 or 3 of them that are recorded that I would share, but I could. Yeah, maybe I'll do that or something. Awesome sense of humor. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. So, yeah, but as far as the lives go, the whole point of doing this is I plan on doing lives more. I enjoy doing lives, and I want to do them more, and I want to get 2 cameras, and not just me babbling on, but actually cooking and stuff. So that's why I did this, because I want to try to get 2 cameras, and like I said, do the split screen. Hopefully my internet stays up, but I think it'll be a fun way to connect with people is to do the lives and just keep doing that. Husband and I are watching your show. Great sense of humor. Thank you. You brought a girl for his birthday last year, and he watched you religiously. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Troy, good stuff, my man. Keep it up. Yeah, so I will, yeah, I plan on doing more lives. I really will. Thanks for doing the channel. You're welcome. You're very welcome. And cooking more stuff. Let me know what you want to see me cook. I mean, my plan for the rest of the summer, I'm going to do my regular videos, but I wanted to do lives and get better at it and try to get 2 cameras, is to kind of go through the hits. I mean, just the stuff people actually want to make, not weird stuff. Just the cheesesteaks, breakfast, fried rice, smash burgers, omelets. I'm trying to think what else. Chicken. I was just going to do a chicken one where I did a breast, tenders, and thighs. Just kind of go over the difference in all those. So if there's other stuff, you know, regular chicken fried rice, full hibachi, whatever else you want to do. Thank you, guys. Do spaghetti. Spaghetti on the griddle. But yeah, the whole point of the lives is to just hang out more and be more relaxed. I mean, it's not going to be as tight as the other ones. So, but just going to be me, you know, shooting the breeze and hopefully getting to know people more and thanking people for coming out and watching Bill Murray. Much love. Got my Weber a few weeks ago. Nice. Yeah, I love Bill Murray. If people told me I sound like Bill Murray and Norm Macdonald are the two I've gotten the most. Usually Norm. Norm's one I get the most. He's very dry, Norm. So I take a great compliment to both of those. I don't know if you mean I'm as funny as them because I'm not, but if I sound like them or my cadence, I appreciate that. How would I design a prep cart with 3 tiers on it? I mean, honestly, the perfect prep cart is at Benihana and stuff. That's how they do it. Theirs is right. It's because they've ran a restaurant forever and that's all they do. And that's the perfect prep cart. Your meat's on the bottom. You always put your meat on the bottom. You have 3 tiers. You don't want any of the raw meat coming on any of the other stuff. Rice and whatever on the second one. Then the top is your veggies and maybe some utensils. So, I mean, that's the way to go. Just prepping, generally speaking, always try to keep your meat on the bottom so it doesn't, you don't want your raw meat touching something that's not going to get cooked that's on the top or not going to get cooked long enough. Just did a skilled potatoes on the griddle. So good. Great channel. Awesome. Glad to doing live. Thanks, Guy. I really appreciate everybody watching. I can't believe there's 95 people watching this, and I can't believe it's been going for an hour. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, what else we would be doing. So, yeah, any suggestions for lives, please put them in there. I'm going to try to do more of them, and I'm going to try to do them on both Facebook and on YouTube so that, you know, I can have more reach and hopefully reach more people and help more people and go over different stuff. Appreciate this information. What a channel. Much love from Pennsylvania. Thank you. In your opinion, money no object, what's the best griddle? I mean, I kind of went over this earlier that I don't do a lot of reviews. Not because I'm against it, but I haven't used them all, to be honest with you. I just legit have not used all the griddles, so I don't know. We have a lay griddle at work. It's really nice. It's stainless steel. It's extremely expensive. I don't know how much better it is than the Camp Chef or the Blackstone. I'd probably go with one of the high-end Blackstones or the Camp Chef, the huge Camp Chef. The Halo looks really nice. I just haven't used it. And I only watched like half of Neil, the Flat Top King's review. He was saying it got pretty hot. That's what everybody else is saying. I'll have to watch his full review. Getting too hot's already a problem with a lot of these griddles. So I would want to make sure that it doesn't get too hot. But that's where I'm at. What's your favorite thing to cook? Breakfast. It's always breakfast from working at Bob's and stuff. And I love making omelets. I love making breakfast. I love waking up in the morning, pouring myself a cup of coffee, and making Mickey Mouse pancakes for my son and an omelet for my wife. I remember my first frying pan. Appreciate your vids. Helped me a lot when I first got the griddle. You're welcome. Lives don't always have to have a focus. Thank you to your live followers to pop in. Thank you. Recipe suggestion: birria tacos. Yum. Yeah, I did the birria. Hey, Brian, good to see you again. Hope it's okay up there in Michigan. Hope you saw my shirt too. This is Brutus is on here. Sorry, just want to point that out since we were talking about that. Yeah, I did a birria, but it was a poor man's birria. It wasn't the real birria. So deep frying on the griddle, deep frying thoughts. Oh, like deep thought? Yeah, that would be good. Like the deep thoughts. That was it. That was who did deep thoughts? Why is it Jack Handy? Jack Handy did deep thoughts. That was good. Want to get a Camp Chef just like the grease trough in the front. Don't like the hole in the back of the Blackstone. Yeah, that makes sense. Have you ever been to I've ever been really drunk? I don't know about what you described, but on the griddle, no. But I've been to a bachelor party grilling. I grilled steaks for everybody, and that probably wasn't the safest experience. But everyone said they were great, so I will take that. Monte Cristo. Wow, I haven't done a Monte Cristo. Jack Handy. There it is. Yeah, you're right, Andrew. Yep. I did some like shorts kind of like that were weird. Like they were like just me BS and they weren't like helpful. It was like me talking over bacon cooking. It was kind of like Jack Handy, but not type idea, but not funny. Not nearly funny. Griddle tacos. Yeah, I can do tacos again. Those are always good. I'm sorry, Ross. You've asked for that Monte Cristo a couple times, and I got to figure it out. I got to figure out how to do it. I apologize. I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. So yeah, I'm trying to think. I can't believe the internet went out. Does anybody else? It's just super duper frustrating. There's any other, and I can't even figure out how to get it back up there. Man. Um, Questions. I don't know why I'm messing with that. Before you got off there, who hasn't? Guinness draft. I haven't had a Guinness for a while. Thank you. That reminded me I do need to buy some Guinness because it's been a while. But yeah, if nobody has any more questions, I'm probably gonna call it a night. It's getting pretty late, and probably gonna edit some videos and sit on the couch while my son and my wife sleep. I did street corn on the griddle, and it was awesome. Yeah, I've done that, Christopher, where you cut the corn off. I don't know if you left it on the cob, but I cut it off and did the like elote or whatever. Cilantro and onions, and then that like crema, and then the cojita cheese. Just got my first griddle, shopped around $297 for 36 inch. But that's a good price, Brian. That is a good price. That's a very, very good price. So you're welcome, George. So yeah. Anyways, I think I'm probably gonna wrap it up, everybody. I really appreciate. I can't believe 100 people came out to hear me babble on about accessories. But hopefully I answered some questions. Hopefully you got to know me a little bit more, even though I didn't have it planned out. And if you were looking for some accessories, they're in the description. Also, if you haven't got my ebook and you want a copy of my ebook, it's in the description. That's my final plug for that. It's only 15 bucks. Had to throw it in there. But yeah, thank you all so much. I really appreciate it, especially sticking around through the technical difficulties. That was the point of this, is learning how to use this thing, and hopefully it'll lead to more fun live cooks that I'll plan out and I will announce. In the future, I'll announce and try to let everybody know, like, hey, this is what I'm doing, and blah, 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 once I'm more confident that it's going to work and I'm not going to waste people's time. Tonight, it was just like, I'm going to just hop on, see what happens, because I don't want to waste everybody's time, man. So, yeah, so thank you all for coming in. I'm going to finish my beers. Think I'm probably going to start my diet next week. Keep on griddling, folks.